Welcome back to Tennis Manager, episode 54. In the week since last episode, the only active member was Uni, and Uni went on and won her 500 level tournament, which is her fourth or fifth victory at that level. She was going into it ranked 8th overall in the world, a 5 seed, and she beat 6 seed Emma Raducanu in the final on that one. That was an 8v13 matchup. Along the way during the semis, she knocked off the number 3 seed, number 6 Korneva, and both of those were very comfortable victories, as was the quarterfinal against 25th ranked opponent there. All of them in straight sets, and outside of one set where we gave up 4 games in the final, everything was 3 games or less along the way. So very comfortable, very solid victory, and puts Uni back into cash cow territory as we approach a balance of 1 million. And it's definitely about time that we go see where we're at with contract talks with her. We just need to make sure that she is happy and okay, and following that one, she is beaming once again. So this feels like a very good time. But it's also the 31st of July, so here in about 48 hours, we will have the incoming monthly balance and another 30k or so with a million plus. The cash sum was 52,500. Big bonus. Of course, she's going to get a lot less when we sign a new contract, if we can get around to sign a new contract, but it's still financially viable. Less return. It's going to take a while to get it back, but a 3+ year deal will be well worth it. All right, so on to the second. We've gotten our payday, which is increasing now. We're up to 31.5k. After all has kind of settled in with the upgrades, which are all done because we've been waiting for this for a while. But we're at 1.02 million. So Uni, who is very happy and fully satisfied, now's the perfect time. Let's give it a shot. Fingers crossed we finally have enough of a bonus to have her satisfied and want to talk. She's still happy to sign with the team. Plenty of patience. Major player, yes. 3 years. Come on. 3 years. She wants the 1 year deal. We've got to push that to 3. This is where we have to cut down on the patience. It's going to hurt the negotiation a bit, but it's necessary. And we've done it. Okay, so we've finally eclipsed the bonus level. Her demand has fluctuated between 4 and 7%. We know that 7% would be possible, and 7% feels like kind of the minimum standard we need to be going for. Now, we have the patience to get the deal over the line with absolutely no changes. It would be right where we're at. 0 changes, right where we're at. We can. It's supposed to be 2-1. However, this seems to have a bigger penalty. If I'm going to take 2 ticks up, it's going to take more than 4 ticks. That's 5 now. 6. We're going to push it towards what we have for a balance. That should offset the 7% and give us a decent shot. Though, I mean, if we did offset, let's try. We've got plenty of season if this doesn't work. I'm going to try for 8%. Yeah, that made her happier. So I was right on doing the math there. The bonus offset more. At 8%, we're getting slightly more than half of what we're getting now, and that should work. I could have made it 9 with that. I could have made it 9 and still had her up in this happy zone. That should do it. 125 tour, 5th tier for Nos. He's a 2 seed for this one, so his expectation is to essentially make the final. Anything less will hurt his situation. Now, he should be good through the quarterfinal based on what's around us. But our first round match is considered to be tough. And remember, Nos is bouncing back from an injury, has no form, has no morale, and has lost the first round. 7-5, 3-6, 4-6. He didn't get it done with service. He's never behind there. He was -2 on winners, and he made some errors. -4. Forced errors. Nothing about this goes, hey, that should have been a loss. It was very close. We were behind by 2 points. But it was also a first round exit. And that's all down to form and morale, knocking us way, way back from where we should be at this point, as he's just getting healthy. It'll pick up, but it's going to take a bit. He could be in trouble for a little while. And there you go. We have a contract. I'm disappointed that I overreacted on the balance, right? 2 ticks to 1 tick. I could have gone maybe 10%. I could have pushed it up to about 10%. I'm disappointed in myself for not trusting the math within the game, thinking that players react more strongly than everybody else in negotiations. And that's not the case. The math was true. And I took the extra tick going, hey, come on. I just pushed double what I needed to push, and we were already in the green. I could have increased at least 2 more ticks and been okay. I might have been able to get away with 11%. Maybe. 10%, definitely. It's okay. Got it over the line. 3 years, Uni is back with us. Length of contract is important. Most of the rest of the team is doing well, though. Igna, Tobin, Stoyer, all into semifinals. And 2 of them, 2 out of 3 moving on. Tobin, the one out. And Igna wins her final. So 3 of them making a semifinal or better. Great week. Igna, just about 7K. Is that her first second tier victory? No. No. She's perfect 3 for 3 in the second tier after a very solid first tier set of performances, especially when her last loss was week 15. Oh no, week 17. Last time she lost was week 17. We are now pushing into 26, 29, 31. So she has, since week 19, been perfect. That's 7 tournament wins in a row. For the first time, Nos is going to be participating in a 1K tournament. Now we have no hope. We have absolutely no shot. Today, it's 65 v 63 in the rankings, so we're right there with somebody very similarly ranked to us, which maybe gives us a chance to get through one round. However, with a top 30 player facing us in round number 2, you would not like our odds. But just for being in the tournament, 10 points. Just for participating in the first round, with roughly half of that, we're talking about 25K take home for the academy. If we can somehow get to the second round, we're talking about 40K. Very good payout. Nos, though, it's not a good way to recover form and morale, which is a bit of a problem. Well, let's not play this one live, though. It's not a big deal. It's more about payday, and I have low expectations. This first match is seen as a tough one with Polyachek. Polyachek seems to be quite a bit stronger than we are, even though our ranking is very similar. We've just had more success because we've played in winnable circumstances. This is a tournament where I've done the opposite and set ourselves up for a bit of failure. But we do get through the first round. Like I said, it was a chance. 50-50. Literal even. 90 points apiece won. Couldn't have been closer on that front. We win that opening set. We come back and win set number 3 to finish it off. The reality is we were actually worse in this game. Service mattered. Both players had a significant advantage while serving. His advantage was so much more significant that we only played 78 points while he was serving. And he won a lot of them. He won games quite easily. When we served, we did still win a majority. We got 2/3 of the points. We did enough. But it took a hell of a lot longer. Played an extra 24 points while serving than he did. It took us significantly longer to finish games off because we weren't as dominant. But clearly, both were quite dominant while serving. And then the weird thing was that there was still a number of break situations, but both players held on really well. Breakpoint saved 6 for 7, 86%. He got us into a situation where he could have broken us so many times, but we saved it. Only once did he actually break us. Guaranteed that was in second set. He only faced a breakpoint six times. And he saved 4, but we broke him twice. Probably the first and third. Looks like Service definitely led the way in this one. Total winners, +7. Service, back to having our advantage. He's +2 on his own. We were +6, so +4 overall. Unforced errors, -13. Not clean, but that also comes down partially to our morale and form situation we find ourselves in. But forced errors was +3. That winners and serve advantage was barely enough. It carried us. And look how much ground we covered as opposed to him. 6,500 to 6,099. So we had a good 420 foot advantage. We moved a lot more. We covered a lot more ground, and it kept us in points. I do not like how much time Nos spent at the net and how poorly he did with it. Our opponent was 12 for 13. Very effective, just didn't go there very often. Love the 111 first serve versus a 106. Well, that was worth 15k right there, and Uni is off doing decently well. But now against the 30th ranked opponent and seed, I don't expect much from this. Tough match situation again. I don't understand how we have better form. We have bad form right now. That's still better than his, so he's got bad form. I suppose that's the nature of being a top 50 player and not being a top 10 player. As expectations are there, you have rank, you have quality, but you're constantly going up against players that are much better than yourselves. So maybe you win a first round and then you lose in the second, or maybe you win a second round but lose in the third. And so there's a lot of losing still involved in being that level of player, and you're always kind of stuck to those big tournaments. Oh, Manas pulls the upset and gets into round 3. We nearly pulled the upset in that first set, and then a comfortable second set, and do enough in the third set. And again, service, healthy advantage overall, plus quite a few points actually, 56%. That was less close than you would think, but considering how we almost matched point for point in the first set, getting a 6-2, 6-4 following that would open up a pretty healthy advantage. +8 in winners, unforced errors, +8, forced errors, +3. So we were plus everywhere, especially service. I mean, that's a -5 and a +7. That's a +12 in service. We were just plus everywhere. Not totally dominant in very many places, but enough. We've faced quite a few break points. Didn't convert a lot, but that's okay. Over 2 on saving breaks, though. But we only faced it twice. So we were good in service and better on the return. Well, with that surprise, we find ourselves now at 50 points, where we started at 10, and in the prize money territory, we've jumped to 125, or maybe 60k or so. I think we're 47% for NOS. But with a top 15 player now for a round of 32 opponent, I think our path comes to an end. However, we've now reached a stage in this tournament where it's going to boost both morale and our form, getting NOS back on track for things to come. So this has actually worked out great for us. Tough match, of course. You would expect that this is the end. NOS! Man, finding the way. What? 6-2-7-6. 55% of points. Pretty dang comfortable. No advantage on service. Didn't save any break points, but we put our opponent into more break point situations. +7 on winners. 5 serve winners to 0. Unforced errors, 6 to the good, and forced errors, 1 to the good. So it was another one of those, outside of 1, we won every aspect, but even that one still turned out to be 5 serve winners versus 0, meaning we were quickly able to not hit an ace where we were behind by a couple, but we were able to turn it into a winner almost right away. He wasn't able to get a return on us. Uni is in the women's equivalent of this same tournament, and she's already won her round of 16, so she's still playing. She's earning us some money, but of course it's now at that 8% rate. But meanwhile, NOS at that almost 50% rate is going to be the proper cash cow of this one. But between the pair of them, we are going to bring in a really healthy sum for this tournament. Really healthy sum. As for round of 16, this is our easiest match of the entire tournament so far. We have a chance. We're at 189k or maybe 90k or so, roughly, at a very, very massive 100 points haul. This is going to probably see us climb into the top 50 there or thereabouts anyway. Still a tough match, though. We find ourselves against higher level opponents than what we've been playing against. It's where we're ranked now, but it's not where we were at quality-wise at still just 18 years of age and not an early bloomer. Just developing well. The path does not end here, though. Nos has done it. He's through to another round. 6-3, 6-7, 7-5. Identical on winners. Unforced errors, big advantage, plus 10. And a big service advantage, including the serve winners. Uni has pushed right through, winning her quarterfinal. In quarterfinal or semifinal number 1, Shang will be playing Zoomer. For semifinal number 2, it's going to come down to a 17v33 in one quarterfinal and 65v61 in the other quarterfinal. Our quarterfinal, giving us a legit shot to continue on our way. We're already up to about 140k in the pocket, maybe 135-ish now, as the subs get a little bit bigger. As every single match we've had in this tournament, it's again going to be seen as a tough one, and we're far enough into a major tournament that it's time to step in and participate. Confidence is high, we've boosted motivation, but relaxation is not good, and emotion is moderate. So we're at about 2.5 out of the 4 when it comes to mentality entering this match. Massive advantage. Holy cow, that one looked like it caught the line, but didn't get the call, but he comfortably gets the point on the second serve. We are looking at beginning first serve of the game and already having a healthy stamina advantage over our opponent that sees him below the 50% threshold for every single point of this match. He is going to have an accuracy penalty throughout, and if we can drop him below the 25% threshold, which you would figure he will hit, as long as this isn't rapid in just a few points to push its way, if we can stay close in this first set, if we can get at least 10 games played, right? Even if we lose 6-4, if we can get 10 games played and have a good number of those games not just be what do you got? 15, 30, 40, and then a winner. 4 points could be enough. Or you could have a lot of back and forth. If we can get 8 to 10 points played across a span of 10 plus games, that's 80 to 100 points right there in one set. If we can get 80 plus in this first set points played, I think we're going to have a wonderful chance of throwing him into the deep end of hitting the floor fatigued. And we're already seeing some accuracy mistakes. Yes, we lost that first game, but we're already seeing some accuracy mistakes from our opponent. I'm going to check in. Like I said, we're looking for 8 to 10 points played per game. And this is game number 2. So we should be somewhere between 16 and 20. That should be an easy winner. That was not as easy as that could have or should have been, as that was right down the freaking middle. If we hit it just that little bit further over, there's no way he's reaching it. He almost got there. We just pushed that wide when we didn't need to push that wide. So that one was the one that could have been a little more central, and there was no way he was going to reach it. But that was an ace. That's exhaustion. To hit an ace that far in the box is insane. We have got to just get things in, and right now Nos is not doing a great job of that so far. We may need to adjust things tactically. He seems to be struggling not only with accuracy but footwork. Based on the ace that we got, I feel like that is also a footwork situation. He is dragging his feet. Nice winner. Nice winner there. We're scoring winners quite easy. We're going to have a lot of winners today. I feel like this is a match we can win. I feel like we could win this first set just from what I saw there. Okay, hold. Okay, I don't know about this point. But let me see those statistics. 18 points. Okay, 9 points per game so far. That's where we want to be. That's where we want to be. All right, let's speed it up for this first set. As time goes on, our mentality is going to boost. We've got a couple opportunities there to break them, and then we did. We did eventually break them. And then we won a game without giving up a point. But we're on track, folks. We are on track. There, that's 8 games played so far. 63 points. Slipped off a bit. Slipped off. Let's see here. That's about 76, 77 on the rate for a 10-game set. So it's a few points below where we want to be, but not by far. Not by far. And look who's already below 25% in this set.
Love 15.
Love 15. 5 games free. This first set could be happening. We could be headed for a semifinal. Oh. That was out. That was out. That was super close. Poor guy.
15,
double bonus
13.
or double penalty. Physicality being so important. By the way, it's a good time to mention that I have a new tutorial for Tennis Manager that's coming out. I just got done recording it. That 1 week in between the end of the last episode and this episode was focused on the tutorial. The tutorial is in regards to training schedules and how to manage that to get the most out of development and preparation for performance. Red deuce here. Game on the line. This would end the set. I don't necessarily mind playing extra games because that's obviously extra points to make him even more fatigued. But obviously, you just want to win the set and move on. If we're already getting the first set,
Advantage.
We're in the position we want to be in. But he's got advantage here. But I feel like even when he's serving, he's not pressing the offensive advantage. I've seen him attack the net and score points that way, but I haven't seen much of it. Of course, we sped up most of this first set quite quickly. I really only watched. I thought I caught the line on that one, but okay, that one certainly caught the line. But I feel like we are quite quickly gaining control, getting on the front foot. Even on the return, we're shifting that balance and getting fairly neutral on it. Offensively, we're having a pretty easy time, though. He's gone pretty aggressive here, but look at that. We attack, we covered the whole court in a very short period of time and hit a nice win. And then we're getting easy winners, which is not normal. That's first set in the bag.
Second set.
All right, speeding it up. He's already below 25% before the first game is done, which we won with a break, and then we go and hold serve. Twice we hold serve quite comfortably. He did get an easy winner there on one, but to break him right off the bat, got us on the front foot. And when we're serving, we're hardly giving up a point. And so at 5-3, we only broke him in that first game. That was enough. Now we find ourselves potentially in the last game with the chance to break him here. It was 15-40 and match point. Now it's 30-40, still match point. Unforced there on our own, though. Don't want to be doing that, but we're on the verge. We are on the verge of the semifinal. Double fault giving us the advantage. At least he didn't end the match that way for his sake. I don't want him to lose that way. I definitely don't want him to lose through injury, but lose through an inaccurate hit because he's super fatigued. That's the way to take the win. 6-4, 6-3, on to the semis of a 1K tournament. After 2 weeks ago, we lost in the first round of a 5th tier tournament, which is considerably lower. That's about 6 levels below this, give or take. Uni wins her semi, and we are the only unseeded player in the semifinals. It's not going to be easy at all. 17th ranked Baez with a 7th ranked opponent waiting in the final. Very weak net play, very weak serve. That's going to give us a chance. He's got really good court coverage, though. Tough match. Still fatigued. No big, massive advantage here. But it's the semifinal. And it's a higher ranked opponent. I have very low expectations, but we get a break in game number 2. He's going to break us right back, though, without us even scoring a point. 2 games all. Now 3-2. So back to level pegging. We're not seeing very many points per game at this stage. No back and forth, no deuces. Everybody's been pretty comfortable, and he breaks us to go 4-5. And now, at 40 love, has a set point on us. Nice winner, though, to stay in it, but it's inevitable at this stage. Fatigue is starting to play into our hands, but what we're seeing right now is quick, decisive games from both, which makes me think the score, yeah, we're at 52 points. First set, saw just 52 points played. We are not going to get a major advantage. He's going to get the little rest that he has right now. We go back out there, and this is going to jump up quite a bit. 60%. 60%. He'll have some fatigue, some accuracy loss, but right now that does not seem to be a bother. I think he's probably going to get us in straight sets here. Oh, that was so close. That looked like it was clearing the net. Did not, though. Let's go ahead and accept our fate and get out of here. I'm not going to tweak tactics. We're not going to make some big adjustment. We're stressed out, and we've got a very high-quality opponent, and we've made one step too far. 3 games, 2, though. Chance to break, chance to break, chance to break. He battled all the way back. Oh, we fought back and got the break anyway, and we're up 5 games, too. Nice. Another break point / set point right here, right now. Staying alive. Looking to send it to set number 3. Maybe we will pay attention if we have ourselves a chance in set number 3. Mistake there, though. Attacking the net, not working out for us. Let's get a check-in as he hopefully finishes this set off. In the background, you can just see it through, and there you go. He went wide on that backside. Let's get back in there and match. There we go. Check out those statistics. That's match. There we go. 105 points played today. We're at 51%. Yeah, a bit ahead. Ace-wise, slight advantage. We're a +1. He's a -3. And then break points. We've seen a lot more of them than he has, but we've only converted 1 more than he has. He's saved a lot of break points. He has saved a lot of break points, making it really tough on us. But we are +16 on winners, but we're also -10 on unforced errors and -5 on forced errors. So he's forcing us into mistakes with his quality. Definitely with his quality, but he is stressed out now. We just don't quite have the level he has, but somehow we're right in this thing at like 50-50 and just got an ace. Get the first game of the final set. Let's speed it up moderately so. And let's see how things transpire. Again, I'm not too worried about it. This is not a slam, and I still don't feel we are quite ready. This is huge upset territory, obviously. And we've had a very nice ride here. It's going to be a huge payday. I'm very happy with it. I am not stressing about making adjustments. We've got a game plan. It's a good game plan, and it's working pretty solidly. Right now we're up 2 games to 1 with each athlete holding serve so far in this decisive semifinal 3rd set. And he's got us there to bring it into 2-all. Rally we had going there, and then we made the mistake and went wide, and then went right into the net just after that, and he's now facing a break point. We battled back and did enough. He pushed beyond the outer corner there at the end and made the mistake to give us enough to take it. 3 games 2. Had a chance there for a moment, but we're at 30-all. Now he's up 40-30 and levels it at 3. Nice winner there. We're hitting a lot of really nice, comfortable, easy winners. We're just not as accurate as we need to be in general. And that is the technical problem. Our court coverage is fantastic. Our play style opens things up against our opponents. We just don't quite have the technique to be great at it, to be super consistent with it. And when that comes, we're going to be winning some Grand Slams. For now, we've got an advantage, a chance to break. And we broke him, and we're up 5-3, and we are on the verge with service. 15 love. This would be the game. We've held serve every game so far, though he's attacked the net really well here. But eventually we gave him a very difficult ball up above the shoulder that he was able to get the racket to, but could not hit cleanly, and it went well wide. 30 love. Now we're opening the door for him to go offensive, and he has, but then we've attacked the net a little bit there, and then we got a simple, drop shot, and cannot finish it off as we miss in the unforced. Again, we attack the net successfully, turn it into a winner though, and now 40-15. It's match point. We've hit the net, hit the line really well on that serve, but we opened ourselves up attacking the net, but not being central. We were to the left side, and he was to the right side anyway. The easier ball was for him to go to our right, which he did, and he was able to get the winner as he does a. That's like a reverse lob. It's a drop shot, but from the back.
Advantage.
And it's deuce. But as he goes into the net there, we are on advantage and once again on a match point. Going on front foot to the net. That's in. That's a winner. We're going to play the freaking final. Nos's final is first. Uni will play just after. And Nos, it's versus the number 7 player in the world. We've beaten 2 players ranked in the teens in this tournament. I'm not sure we can beat a top 10 player, though. And this is the balanced one. Every single match this entire tournament has been seen as a tough match. The best player we go up against is now seen as balanced. That is a scouting problem because look at that web. That's a much deeper, stronger web than any other player we played against in this tournament. And what better form? We have neutral form. We have neutral form for Nos, which is the crazy part about this. I don't know what it is about these 1Ks that our athletes in particular seem to overperform. They've been fantastic in these 1Ks where we were struggling in other places. Well, I don't know. It's only the slams we seem to struggle in. All right, we've helped with the relaxation. We have confidence. He is quite thrilled to be here. That's giving us at least 2.5, if not 3 out of 4. That could help a lot. The final. Man, are you kidding me? We got a double bonus on top of it. We have an opponent facing discomfort. So he's going to have some injury penalties, and he's already below 50%. In fact, he's already down to 35 to 40. He is not far off from the 25% threshold for the double penalty as opposed to the single penalty on fatigue. So we've got a very, very tired opponent who's also anxious, who is troubled and concerned. So he's got 1 out of 4. We are in better mental condition. We are in better physical condition in a multitude of ways. And we're up love 30 in the first game. Could we pull the upset against a top 10 player? Obviously, the points involved in playing in this final are immense. We are going to crack the top 50 from this match. It is going to happen. A little too soon. I really didn't want Nos cracking the top 50 just yet. That was a bad miss. 30 all.
40-30.
That was a bad stand flat-footed and watch the ball go by as he hits an ace against you. And there goes the first game. Just like that. But here's an easy winner. And we start off well with service. Here's the thing. It's going to hurt our ranking in a good way. Like, it's going up, but oh no. We don't want it going up so high. Expectation for next year is going to be insane. But finances, ooh, fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic that we're going to come out of this one. He's going to be asking for a increased share tomorrow. Pretty sure that's coming.
Out. 15-30.
15-30. Mistakes could be costing this one. At the moment, it's looking like we might have a bit of a difficult time with this. I don't think we're going to be in a position to break him very much. And while we are certainly able to secure some points on offense with service, I don't know how many games we're going to be taking. That was evidence that he's going to crush us when we are on the return as we go and break him immediately. I don't know. Maybe the triple advantage that we have from here is going to be enough because we're up 4 games too. 4 games 3. Here's his chance to get back in. It's 15-40. Trying to break us now to draw a level. Nice winner there. Makes it 30-40. Really important game here for Nos to get back and take this one. If he does, you got to believe he's going to win this first set. If he doesn't, well, got 4 games all. Now it's could be either one of them taking this. That went out. Double penalty is on. And could be the difference we need. Great winner on the line, though, and a service winner, and otherwise it's level. Next winner from Nos, though, to draw a level at deuce. But he's got advantage right now. We've drawn back level again, and now have a break point. A lot of back and forth right now. Into the net gives us advantage, and another break point. We've not been able to convert them well. Great winner down the line from him, though, to draw level once again. And now he's got the advantage. Thought that was long. It was not. It was in, and that was the game. 5-4. 40 love. Very comfortable at the moment. 5 games all. Okay, here's the next scenario. He falls down dead. I'm not sure, but I do have a feeling that if you reach 0 on stamina, it's a withdrawal. 6 games all, tie break begins. Even if we don't win this set, we have a chance in this final. A, we're showing that we can hang with him. B, that guy's about to freaking die. I don't think you reach 0 in stamina, by the way. I think there's like a minimum. I think you kind of hit the last 5% or something, and then it just stays there. Just maximum penalties, but never actually running out of stamina. We'll see if that's the case. We'll keep a close eye on it for this one. He's up 2-1. It's definitely giving us a chance that we shouldn't have, but it's the extreme fatigue and discomfort. What a winner! What a winner right there. Good footwork. He's got us moving, but we're covering it really well. Finally, we undercut, put some underspin on that one. It opened it up, but he ended up immediately turning it into an advantage, and then we hit wide, where we could have been hitting the winner if it was well placed. And at 2-3, he's just done that to us, and we couldn't track the ball down. We had dropped back. We were so defensive, and then he attacked the net, and just short hit, very easy winner. But good one there, and we're down 3-4. Did we ever get to serve in that? I feel like I missed our service. We split the points 1-1. Okay, a little bit on the front foot here, but not quite there. Now pushing the control, and he makes a mistake, and it's 4-all. Taking his service advantage away. But as he served first, we're totally level at the moment. Nice! Oh, I thought that was a winner. He got to it. He got to it. Oh, big mistake there, though. Big mistake. Trailing 5-4. Did not steal service away, so we're still playing from behind. And now we've given away the service advantage with a massive mistake there at its set point. But what an ace to give us a chance. 5-6. This could be it. It's still a set point, and we are very much on the back foot at the moment. But now we've gotten comfortable in this rally, and he's pushed it wide, and it's 6-all.
Second set. Late second set.
That's a double fault. Screw that rule. Nice winner. 7-6. Set point for Nos. That's a winner. He's done it. He has done it. He's up 1 set.
Second set.
All right, let's fly through set number 2. And we broke him. We broke him, so we now lead 3-0, and we just broke him again. He's fearful and totally exhausted. It's 5 games won, and it's 40 love. It's match point. I thought we just got the ace to win it. Looked like we caught the back edge of the line. Did not get the call. So we're going to have to play the point out on a second serve. But we're on the front foot. We've got him moving. He's struggling. But he hit a very solid winner there. I think Nos was anticipating something to the left-hand side. Looks like we kind of got wrong-footed, stepped the wrong way initially, couldn't recover, and he battles back again with another solid winner there, and it's 40-30. But a good first serve there should set up a winner, and it does. And that's a 1K tournament victory for Nos. And that's his first major title. Not a slam, though. We still need to get the slam, but he has ascended to those higher rankings. Wow, that was fantastic. And Uni has a final of her own, and she lost the final. But at 8%, that's 40K. That is 40K, just like that, brought back to the Academy. She's already recovered about, what did we end up spending? 9 something. So that's 3.5%. It's gonna take a while. But she'll bring it back. She brought that back in the first week. 3.5%. 460,000 for Nos. He alone just recovered half of it, and that's why you got to keep him around. That's why you got to keep him happy. And Uni still gives us that little bit of a chance of being that slam winner, having that competition between her and Nos, so it's not all your eggs in one basket. 46%. That was $1 million in prize money. That was also 1,000 points. Holy crap, Nos. Holy crap. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.